Hey, you guys, welcome back to part 2 with Andrea Monroe from Head to Top. Okay, and you guys, we are on Couch and Content with the subject of outgrowing people. Yeah. All right, so we covered 2 questions, y'all. It gets very lengthy and juicy, as you know. So, any closing remarks for the second question?
Oh, no, ma'am. I'm ready to skip and get the digging into the next set of questions.
Okay, so question number 3. How did you let go? Like, once it can be a relationship or a friendship. Like, what was like the turning point? Oh, that's a good one.
I prayed. I found my clarity in God versus me finding my clarity with those people. I said my apologies, whether I was right or wrong, whether I hurt or whether I was hurt. And I just let bygones be bygones. Sometimes I think the hardest thing for me was actually accepting the fact that things will probably never be the same with this person ever again in my entire life. Mm-hmm. Being okay with that was when I realized I actually let go. I accepted it. I was okay with it. I was strong enough to say, I'm done.
So I think it's kind of going to answer 2 and 3, even though we over 2. But I was going to say, like Markela said, God. So you know how we pray and say, God, remove my enemies. And then next thing you know, for some reason, you and your friendship ended or relationship ended. You're like, what happened? And then you have to remember, like, I did ask God to remove those people that meant harm to me, or that didn't have genuine love for me, or who was envious, or who was jealous, or who might have talked about me behind my back, and I wasn't, and I didn't see it for myself. Like, God be my bitch, and God be my ears, God be my eyes. I always say that. And so, what it took to let go in a relationship instead of a friendship. I was talking to this guy for 3 years, and on and off for 3 years, and I had asked him to take me to the airport because he was off that day, and he refused to wake up early. And I had to realize, I was like, are you serious? I was like, all the things that I did for you, you can't take me to the airport. So what I did was block him. I had Android, I blocked him. That's how I got over him. I had to block him, like, from my phone. And then after I got over all the tears and the crying and the hurt and the pain, and I woosah, and I was like, I'm good. And I'll be like, really, really cool. Like, so sometimes you gotta just block them. Mm-hmm. Block them, move on, and once you have peace and you can smile and you be like, you know what? That was a good friend. Because remember, yesterday we was talking, we said, everybody not meant to be in a relationship. Some people are meant to be good friends. And so that's the dilemma a lot of people have with getting into a relationship with people that are considered their male best friend or female best friend. You don't want to end that friendship. So he was a better friend to me than a mate to me.
Mm-hmm. So how did I let go? Scissors. Next. Baby, listen, I'm at a point in my life, if it ain't growing, you clip it. Okay. So next. So how do you know baby, listen, ain't no dead ends on my hair. I definitely ain't have no dead ends in real life.
Oh, yes.
So how do you know how to identify different seasons in people?
Oh.
Yeah, I had to get y'all some line busters.
Don't you know when you have your season when it rains, it pours, right? Right? You have your season when God opens up so many doors and God closes so many other doors. I feel like when I finally released and I accepted what took place, I had clarity. I had understanding. I was able to see my new path, my new focus, versus me looking at my old past, my mistakes, the things that I've done, the things that I couldn't fix. God gave me clarity. He started to open up doors. I moved to a different state. I was able to walk into new friendships. I was able to rekindle old friendships that I didn't truly knew had a purpose in my life until I was able to release. Because sometimes when you move, you got to make room for the new, So you got to get rid of some of the old things. And I realized when that took place for me, that's when God was able to say, okay, so now she's ready for her blessings because now she can hear me. Now she can feel me. Now she can see me. Because some things are distractions. Relationships, friendships.
Absolutely.
And sometimes
Absolutely.
when you're trying to rekindle a friendship or fix something, you digging, and you can't see God already planted you in your new season. So you can't be digging in your old season. So I guess clarity, yes. That regaining and the overflowing of blessings that I was able to see after I let go.
Tunnel vision. Tunnel vision, I think is what I would say. So like when people you have in relationships, you have friendships, you forget about everything. Like especially your relationship when you're dating, when you're in a relationship with a man or when you're dating a woman, your vision isn't clear, and so your inner circle, you know what I'm saying, that you still trust their opinions. Sometimes they have to open up your eyes to things that you don't see, and you be like, no, no, and then they think they hate you. Oh, they want to be me. They wish they was in a relationship. I ain't taking that single advice. Sometimes that's true, but sometimes it's not true. Sometimes people see things. Because our mom used to always see things about friendship like, I don't like her. I don't like him. We'd be like, Mama, why? Something about them. So sometimes it's that spirit. Like sometimes God shows you things that you don't see. And so that's why he gives you a new vision. And so I really think that it's important to let go. And sometimes I really believe that saying that they say some people in your life for a lifetime, for a season, and for a reason. And I thank God all the time for the season of people that was in my life because they taught me something. And each friendship, relationship, you're supposed to learn something and grow. So I think that when the season has gone, you thank God for that season and you get ready for the new season and new doors. And sometimes people hinder you and soul ties. And so you have to let go of that and allow God to open new doors, And so I don't like that saying no new friends. I ain't with that. God give me new friends because those new friends sometimes be the ones that pray with you. Because some of them old friends don't want to pray. Some of them old friends ain't gonna go to church with you. Some of them old relationships ain't gonna pray with you or pray for you. So sometimes you need that new friendship or that new mate, that you've been praying for. And sometimes we pray for things and what God gives us to us, we're not ready to receive it. So sometimes you have to be careful what you pray for, because when you pray for it, you're going to get it. And when you get it, you're not ready for it. So you don't know how to intake that season that God is bringing into your life for the lifetime blessings that He's going to give you.
I think identifying different seasons in people, you have to first identify different seasons in yourself.
For sure.
And so, just like, winter, spring, summer, fall, our life goes into those cycles as well. And I think there in every season there are pruning and there are sprouting and growing. It's harvest. And so pruning means dying. So it's some things in us that have to die in order for some things to grow. And like you said, make room. And so in order for us to be able to make room for harvest, we have to pull out the weeds, pull out all the bad things so that we can plant new things on a great foundation. You never see somebody in their garden planting new flowers by weeds. It just don't go together.
Right.
And so in order to identify different seasons in people, you have to understand that people also operate in seasons, and sometimes y'all seasons just gonna be imbalanced. And so who is supposed to be in your life for a lifetime accept you in those seasons. And so my close friends, people that I'm very, very close with, they understand the seasons of Andrea. They understand and respect. Sometimes I have to be isolated. I'm in ministry, so I have to isolate sometimes because I can't hear everything if I'm distracted, I can't work on my craft if I am dealing with so much other unnecessary stuff. So different seasons, you'll be able to identify them because they'll be able to appreciate whatever season you are in.
Just like allergies, baby.
All right.
No allergies.
So are you a mender or someone that can easily let go?
I'm definitely a mender. I believe it's very important to try to end on good terms as best as you know how. Sometimes you have to accept the fact that everybody is not going to want to mend in the same season that you want to mend, okay? Because sometimes we grieve at different times. We we grow at different times, and sometimes it takes some people a little bit longer to forgive, you know. And I think that's
true.
something that I did struggle with, because when I'm ready to be like, okay, let's just drop it, you know, let's just be cool, I'm ready for it. And I grew with the understanding that other people are not going to be ready when I'm ready.
That's true.
And vice versa.
Mm-hmm. So, like, yeah.
What was the question again?
Are you a mender or someone that can let go easily?
To let go, drop, burn, say no, I'm playing.
I definitely can't let go easy. But I'm also a fighter. Like, I try to fight for relationships and friendships, and I have that bad. I think that's one thing that I struggle with, is I try to hold on to friendships. I'm like, we've been friends since preschool. Oh my God, we've been playing the sand together. Oh my God, like, we've been dating for like 3 years. Like, oh my God, like, I'm gonna put all this time and effort and money, you know what I'm saying, into it. So I try to like mend it. Like, okay, let's just work it out. Let's pray it out. Let's argue it out. Let's fight it out. And sometimes that don't work.
Girl, like I said earlier, clip ends, dead ends, snip scissors. But in all seriousness, I used to be the bigger person all the time. I used to want to mend. I used to want to fight. But as I evolved and as I started becoming who I am, I understand the seasons. I understand how things operate, and I understand. I truly believe that what is meant for you is gonna be there. And I also like what you said. Like, if you lose something and it come back, is yours. You know, so I understand that because of the mending that I used to do, have allowed me to easily let go and detach. I used to be the girl who was the bigger person, who wanted to mend. No, you sit down. No, you sit down. We can't do this. No, it's not gonna happen. But my fight got weak when I noticed that I was fighting alone, and then my strength turned into weakness, trying to carry people along that should have been left 3, 4, 5 years ago. Or the first time. And so, like Maya Angelou say, when people show you who they are, truly believe them. And so, my mending so much started to be easier for me to just cut them off, because, like I said, after I lost my mom, that was enough. It was just like my attachment to people wasn't the same. I noticed that in true tragedy, you start to see who people are, and you also get to see like who's there for show, who wants recognition, who's observing, and also it's easy for me to let people go because I have discernment, and so I know who is just there just to say I know her, or just to be able to just be around for clout, or somebody who's there to use you. You know, and so it's just easy for me to let people go, because that's just me now. That's my new norm. Like, I'm bye, snap.
Everybody got time for that.
Exactly. Okay, so
dreamers.
Hey, dreamers.
Hey.
So why do we feel bad about outgrowing people?
Oh, that's a good one. Come back to me.
Why do we feel bad? Because you know how like a little, well, you don't know because you're a snipper, but
I have a heart.
Us normal folk people with hearts, like, you feel bad because you feel like y'all. Okay, can I use college as an example? You know how you come in freshman year with everybody, and then you like, oh my God, what happened to them? They didn't graduate, they dropped out. Like, you want to know what's wrong. Like, what? It's something deeper. You know, like you don't have to be jealous. Like, we all could come together. Like, women empowering women. You know, like, black people empowering black people. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like you kind of feel bad because you want to know why that person don't have that same desire or that same determination that that person have. Like, that person worth, like, I know he or she is worth so much more, but it's something. Is it demons? It's something that's holding that person back from their full potential. Because you're that person's potential, it hurts you.
I know with me, I used to feel bad about outgrowing people, and I used to try to dumb down my growth just to have something in common. Sometimes, you as you evolve, you just not gonna have the same interests with people, Because some people are never going to evolve.
Grow
Some
up.
people never will tap into their full potential. And so I know with me, I used to just, being around old friends, I used to be like, okay, I am not myself around y'all. Like, I'm trying to just do something just to be here. Our interests ain't the same. It ain't no love lost. I still love you, but I felt bad about that. I felt bad about who I was becoming, and I felt bad because they couldn't relate to it, and because they were day ones, and then now they're day nuns. It's like, no love lost. It's still all love, but we just don't have the same interests. So, like I said, I used to feel bad about that, but now, it's like you will never stop your growth. You will never stop evolving when you're on the right path. And so trying to feel bad about outgrowing people is a distraction. Point blank, in the period.
Woo, and the period. So for me, I would say, I think the reason why sometimes I feel guilty and feel bad is because, for one, I'm very optimistic. And I see the light in the darkest. When I say the darkest,
You do.
the darkest.
You really do.
So when I cherish a friendship, baby, I see your future, our future. I see what you can be doing, who you can become, and I feel bad because, as a friend, I'm pouring into you, and after a while, when I do start to grow, as you said, and you don't really see that person growing, it hurts because I know your potential.
I know your work.
I know your work. I know what you can do, and you don't see that. I can't hold myself back from what I know I can see, what I can do, what I'm capable of, So sometimes it is time to detach that. That's just like I'm planting an apple tree, you know what I'm saying? I plant an apple tree. Like, oh yeah, okay. The season comes, the tree is planted. Oh, these are oranges. I'm still okay with the oranges, right? But the other person who gave me the seeds, who were expecting the apple tree, now has oranges and they don't want the oranges. I'm going to continue to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell these oranges. I'm going to make a good life for myself. You know what I'm saying? Just like that small example. Some people do not want to take the things that they have, plant and grow. Sometimes you have to use what you already have, plant and go. Those two different things. So I think that was it for me, for sure. Just understanding, being okay, accepting, letting go, and just going.
But can I do an improv question? Yeah. I was gonna say that question kind of maybe resonated something else in my spirit, and it was kind of like, do you feel that way when you're dating somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel guilty, like, because your upbringings are different? So, like, how a person might be, they didn't have both parents, and you're like, oh my God, I can't relate because I didn't have both parents, because I had both parents. Or you feel like your family is more successful than their family. Like, oh my God, you'd be like, that's not true. Like, everybody in my family not successful. Or because you have a degree, they be like, I ain't got no degree, I got a GED, I ain't get no high school diploma. So like, does that make you feel bad because the person that you dating or have potential of dating, or in a relationship with, like, they don't have the same upbringings or the same career desire that you have, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going with it.
Well, that goes with being equally yoked, point blank, in the period. That's a discussion for another day. But for real, because equally yoked, people think equally yoked means religion.
Yes.
We have the same religion.
Or marriage.
Like, we have the same thoughts and feelings towards religion. No, equally yoked is the whole thing.
Yes.
Like, if I don't smoke, I don't want a smoker. Like, that's just the point. Like, we're unequally yoked. If I'm not, if I am, it can definitely, your religious belief is included in that, but it goes so much beyond that. Like, they say opposites attract. Yeah, that's true, but
to a certain extent.
But your opposite should be respected. You know what I'm saying? But it shouldn't be anything that's going to be detrimental to the relationship. Like, your opposite should not throw you off from being chemically balanced.
Yes. If anything, it should help you see from a different perspective.
I like that. Like, so, like, that goes with to say, like, so say like a person was like, I've been homeless before. Like, I haven't been homeless before, but I have empathy for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry that you didn't have both of your parents in your household, but you know what I'm saying? I have empathy for you. Does that make you equally because you have empathy for that person? Like, you haven't been in that situation, but you want to understand their situation so that
Right.
y'all don't go through that same situation.
Right, but y'all will have more similarities than differences.
Yeah.
That's equally yoked.
We need that for another segment.
Do. All right, guys. So, in conclusion, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. I want to thank my special guest. And I want you to understand that outgrowing people is not such a bad thing. They are meant to be in your lives. Let them experience life. Let them go through their seasons. And if it comes back, then it's meant to be. If it's not, we have to understand that people are PRAYING praying for you, and you have people that are PREYING praying on you. And so those people that are praying on you as you evolve in your seasons, you'll understand why they're no longer there, because they want to see your downfall. They want to have a one-up on you, and those are the people that you do not need in your life. So if you're going through tough times with letting people go because of the time invested, because of your day ones, you scared of them being day nuns, don't worry, pray about it, keep it moving, and know that their equivalent is on the way.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. Here's my favorite part. Don't forget to dream bigger than your fears, more than your imagination, surpassing your wildest dreams. I am Andrea Monroe. Thank you for watching Andrea Monroe from head to top. Okay, you guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell for the weekly videos I'm going to drop. And once again, I will have Markela's information in the description box. Show us some love, dreamers.
And since I don't have a YouTube channel, I'm going to say don't forget to be amazing.
Don't forget to be amazing.